Oh, hello. Hi!
We're back again.
Welcome to GastroGays Do Eurovision
2017.
I was going to say it in Swedish, but I can't.
We can't speak Swedish.
Or Ukrainian. I can't speak Ukrainian.
You could try. I'm Patrick.
I'm Russell, and we are
GastroGays.
GastroGays. And this is our annual look at the songs that are coming up for the forthcoming Eurovision, which takes place in Kiev, Ukraine, in May.
Excited for it.
We are going to be there. And we have somehow, over the last couple of weeks and months, not listened to one Eurovision song that has come out, except one, and it's been hell.
Because we have a Eurovision playlist on Spotify that we play pretty much every day, if not 10 times a day, so trying to keep us away from Eurovision music is no mean feat. So we cannot wait to get stuck into these entrants for this year's contest.
The great thing that we say about Eurovision every single year is that we get about 40 brand new songs plus all the national selections.
Yeah, perfect.
And that's the best thing about it. It's like getting a new album once a year.
Surely you get more than one album a year. Anyway, on to the most important album of the year. And the first tracks that we are going to hear are the entrants from
Albania,
Georgia,
Switzerland,
and United Kingdom.
What we're going to do is, as we introduce it, the track will be along the bottom there for you to click on, and then we'll give our reaction. Copyright reasons, basically.
So if you haven't heard any of the entrants yet or their songs, this is going to be the perfect opportunity for you to listen along with us.
First track in GastroGays Do Eurovision 2017 is from Albania. The track is called World by Lindita.
Have a listen. Every time I say goodbye, you try to hold me by your side.
Oh wait, hang on. Wait.
Is this a new song?
Wait, we were just listening to Albania 2017, weren't we?
But it sounded like Serbia 2016.
Every time you say goodbye.
Similar.
Quite. Thoughts?
My thoughts on Albania, very like last year's.
Well, very like another country last year.
Well, very like their own country last year as well. Last year was Eneda Tarifa, who was quite like that. It was quite orchestral, it was sort of ballady.
A little bit rocky as well.
A little bit rocky, it had a bit of an edge. Now, Albania always, in recent history, have retranslated the song into English and kind of repurposed it. Last year it was butchered, in my opinion, and it...
Tell us how you really feel.
Butchered. And it didn't make it into the final. Unfortunately, because I really liked it. I'll hold out judgment until it comes out in English.
I'm not in love with it. I was reading the lyrics because that is a lyric video there, and it doesn't work for me. It's lyrically...
There's a lot of oohs and ha's.
Yes, there was one bit where it's like, ooh, disease. It just doesn't do it for me. It is not... When I think of Eurovision, it isn't that type of song. But it's nice enough for Albania.
But in theory, we really can't judge this yet because they are going to give a new cut of the song, so I guess
exactly.
That's all that we can say.
We can see how that goes in semi-final 1 of Eurovision.
Next up we have Georgia with Keep the Faith by... Go on, try it.
This person.
Tako. Yum.
Yeah. Alright, Georgia, let's have a listen to their entry. 3. Nothing screams Eurovision like smoke and jihadis. Right,
I'll let you go first on this one.
Yeah, so last year was a very controversial entry from Ukraine, which people were like, oh my god, it's a political song, it's politically motivated. And this, visually, is very politically motivated. I think we've seen most terrorist attacks in the recent decade in there. We had seen every terrorist group pictured in the backdrop, which I'm really looking forward to seeing in Ukraine. And, you know, climate change was put in there.
Anything else? Oh yeah, throw it in there.
Okay, but at the end of the day, this is a song. Okay.
Now, there's no guarantee that that's actually going to be the visuals, and I very much doubt they're going to allow that as the visuals.
Because it's politically motivated.
Yeah. Two things that I think. One, you never do the theme that won last year, or the overwhelming or overriding theme that went through last year's entries, because it is the kiss of death, and I don't think anyone has ever won with the same song the year after.
Imitation is lovely and everything, but don't do it.
But what I will say about this song is it's very Conchita.
Oh my god, yes!
It's very Bond theme,
Yes.
I think I counted 3 key changes. I mean, that's pretty Eurovision-y. And Georgia have never been in the top 10 in any final ever. So, is it their year?
Let's just remember that the United Kingdom gave them 12 points last year. Even Richard Osman, as he declared the points, looked perplexed. And that was the jury.
Maybe they'll give them 12 again this year.
It is a better song than last year. When we were actually in Stockholm, I specifically said, where is Georgia on the running order? And I said, right, during that song I'm going to the toilet. And I planned my entire evening over the fact.
He really did, and he brought back 2 beers each.
It was actually 4 wines each. We just don't want to look like absolute dipsos.
So Georgia, don't think it's going to get into the final. If it does, I think it will get lost.
Just like Albania, this is in the first semi-final, which is quite strong in the allocations. I think it will get lost. It isn't actually a bad song in my opinion. I think compared to last year, and actually compared to previous efforts over the past couple of years, remember Warrior versus Warrior, as we had about 2 years ago, this is actually a really, really, really good song. They need to move away from the politically motivated, inspired visuals of it and actually focus on her vocals, because they are spectacular.
Spot on.
The key changes constantly throughout. Not a problem in the live version that we just watched.
And if she can perform it that well on the night, well, on the 2 nights, if they get into the final, that is, it could do really well if the vocals are on point. Because a lot of the time, the thing that doesn't get votes is if you can't hold the notes.
Exactly.
Copyrighted, that phrase right there. Okay, on to the next one.
Here we have Switzerland. After last year and the smoking bra,
And the blue hair.
There's nothing wrong with blue, purple, grey hair, okay? I've told you 100,000 times.
I've been told.
Hopefully this is a little bit better.
So this is Apollo by TimeBelle.
TimeBelle.
Yeah, that one.
Who knows?
Have a listen.
Have a listen.
So that was Apollo by TimeBelle, and that was for Switzerland.
TimeBelle.
I hope that's how you actually pronounce it, because
If we meet her, I'll be like, hey, TimeBelle. Thoughts on the song?
I really like it. Yeah, I think it is a catchy song. It's got a catchy hook that kind of Apollo thing over and over does kind of reel you in. I don't think it's going to win.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't, to me, have the warrant or the seal of a winning song. But I think it's nice. It might do well, yeah.
One of the expressions we always use when talking to people about Eurovision is it's not about winning. It's about bringing your A game and competing and standing proud and saying that you've given your best shot. And actually this is the perfect example of Switzerland after a couple of really naff years.
Still one of their best entries.
No, that was actually one of the good ones. Last year's was awful. Time to Shine the year before that. This is really, really good. I absolutely love it. I can't stop singing it to myself.
He's heard it once already
I know.
and he keeps on.
I know, I love it.
Anyway, so that is Switzerland now. So next we go on to
The United Kingdom. Could we not have gotten better flags? Like we
Low budget.
We live in London. Like, for God's sake, really?
Oh, we have a vested interest in this, obviously, because we live here and we have gone to the Eurovision You Decide selection show.
So we have not only heard this song already, but we have also heard the songs it was competing against. This wasn't our favourite song. It was one of our favourites,
Oh, yeah.
but it wasn't the one that we really, really wanted to do well.
Which was a similar situation last year, and unfortunately Joe and Jake didn't quite make it above.
Let's not talk about that.
And let's not talk about the other acts because this is the UK's entry.
Yeah. One thing that you can never dwell on too much is the other songs that could have competed. No matter how much talking you can do about it, it's not going to do anything.
It's a hard entry.
Yeah.
Just like hard Brexit.
Now that we brought up Brexit, this is the first year since the...
Can we please just dispel a myth to everybody?
Eurovision and the United Kingdom will remain together.
They do not go hand in hand with EU.
Yes. Hello, Israel, Azerbaijan, Australia, need we name more?
So, the UK will still be in Eurovision, and anyone who tells you that they will not be is wrong.
Hit them with a corgi.
So if you haven't heard this song yet, let's listen along with us. So this is Lucie Jones.
With an IE.
Yes. And it's I Will Never Give Up on You.
Which I read as I'll never give up on EU. Let's take a listen. That's the United Kingdom entry. And again, we have heard it already, but we love it. And it has grown on us over time, myself anyway. I think her vocals are so incredible. Mm-hmm. This is one of the best United Kingdom entries in many, many, many years. It has so much power in it in so little. There's not very much going on. If she's wearing a pedometer, she's wasted her money because she does about 4 steps in the entire thing. It's beautiful.
And that's a way a country can interpret the brief from last year. So Jamala's entry for Ukraine was quite pared back. Mm-hmm. It wasn't overly visual. So by not taking the theme directly, the UK is kind of interpreting it in their own way. And I think it's a really strong, even though every year we get told, oh, this is the best UK entry that there's ever been, blah, blah, blah. And usually you're kind of like, pinch of salt.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's true.
This is very strong. And we have to say Eurovision You Decide, the UK selection show, was especially strong this year. And kudos to them. I'm glad that they picked this song. And I'm going to do that again. I'm glad that they picked this song, and I think it's going to do well. Just 2 things. The staging, are they going to keep it the same?
Well, from what I've been hearing, they were taking a lot of the feedback on the night. So a lot of people were obviously tweeting along with the show and were saying things like, great song, but you're not moving around a lot, there's not much going on. And other people saying, I love that. And apparently she was speaking the next day, I think it was, on Graham Norton's show, and was saying, we're taking that on board, we're going to see what we can do with it. Which is grand. I like it being simple. No matter how big and beautiful the stage in Kiev is going to be, isn't it amazing to say we have pyrotechnics, we have big screens, we have all these lights, and the United Kingdom come along and go, right, turn them all off, just give us a microphone. And if that song can do well doing that, what a feat for them.
Yeah, completely. And the other thing was, again, about those vocals that are absolutely incredible. Lucie has a musical theatre background and is a prolific actress on the stage and has an amazing set of pipes, so obviously this is natural to her in every way. So if she can bring those powerful vocals and command that stage in Kiev, I don't see why this will not do really well.
And they don't need to qualify. Handy, isn't it? So we'll be watching that in the final of Eurovision.
So that is your first 4.
And they were all female acts and soloists as well. Bit of a theme going on there.
But yet they all weren't the same, which is good.
Very, very good. Stay tuned because next up we have Finland,
Spain,
Italy,
and Belarus.
Bye.
Bye.